Right, I feel that avoiding relationships or getting into ones where I don't really like the person, it feels more natural than actually being like, finding that perfect one. It might be in my upbringing that I formed these opinions, but it always feels too good to be true. All right, like any business deal where it seems like you're getting a really good deal. When I've come across like a female who just seems like perfect, like I'm like, wow, she's it. I'm like, the deal is too good to be true. There's just got to be too much baggage, maybe particular friends she has, or family, or just location or something. Something is too good to be true, and I'll balk at that. I'll step back and just be very tentative. I'll be very creepy about it. I'll just wait in the bushes, and then when she finds somebody else, or I'm able to like just get out of the area or whatnot, then it feels better. Like I'm avoiding a potential catastrophe. All right, just running away from that, and it seems natural. Because I don't know, like my parents got divorced when I was 6, and they got into some stupid fights, like retards fighting over a cabbage or something. It's just, I mean, I don't even know why my dad tried to like pick us kids up on some certain days, because they got a divorce, and they settled on weekend, like he could pick us up like every other weekend or every weekend or something. And one time, one weekend, my mom was just like, going after him with a pitchfork, and somebody called the cops. I don't know who, because neighbors would not have called the police. All right, it was on a farm, and that farm, I think, was probably for sale at that point, because after he left, she was just raising us kids on it, and it was just like farmland that wasn't being used for anything. Um, but yeah, one of those two called the cops, and then yeah, it was decided that he could pick us kids up. But yeah, either way, besides that breakup, my mom got into terrible, terrible relationships with a lot of alcoholics. At least 3, especially the one that she's with now. But there was 2 more before that, and I don't know how she got caught up in that. I think she was trying to meet guys at a local bar or something, like trying to find that rebounds. You don't want to rush into rebounds, uh, like relationships, rebound relationships. They can definitely be a disaster. But yeah, I mean, all those relationships she's had with guys in the past, they've been very sour. I haven't really like been witness to a successful, happy relationship myself. I mean, yeah, you see them on TV and stuff. That doesn't seem real. And you'll see them in town. My great grandparents, they stayed together for 70 some odd years, and yeah, I don't. I visited them every so often, but I didn't really pick up on any tips on how to keep. And then my grandparents, yeah, they stayed together. Both sides, my mom and dad, the grandparents stayed together. But my granddads died by the time I was 7. But the grandmas, they stayed alive quite a lot longer. But they just never really, I don't know, we never really talked about the success relationship. Maybe they just didn't want to think about their dead husband, if, with a young guy, like like me. So I live vicariously through other relationships, pretty much, and that makes me happy enough.